Picture this, a rocky islet rising dramatically from a vast expanse of sand and sea. This is Mont Saint-Michel, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of France's most iconic landmarks. For centuries, this wonder of the West has captivated the hearts and imaginations of travelers, pilgrims, and artists alike. Its silhouette, crowned by the soaring spire of its abbey, is instantly recognizable. Mont Saint-Michel's story is deeply intertwined with the ebb and flow of the tides. Twice a day, the surrounding bay transforms. The sea rushes in with surprising speed, cutting off the island from the mainland. Then, just as quickly, the waters recede, revealing a path across the sand. This dramatic natural phenomenon adds to the mystique and allure of this extraordinary place. Whether you're a history buff, a spiritual seeker, or simply looking for an unforgettable travel experience, Mont Saint-Michel promises to leave an indelible mark on your soul. Ascending the winding streets of Mont Saint-Michel is like taking a step back in time. The village, clustered at the base of the mount, is a charming labyrinth of cobblestone streets, medieval houses, and quaint shops. But it's the Abbey, perched high above, that truly commands attention. This architectural masterpiece is a testament to the skill, ingenuity, and faith of those who built it. Construction of the Abbey began in the 10th century and expanded over the centuries. The Abbey Church, with its soaring vaults and ethereal light, is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Its spire, crowned with a statue of St. Michael, seems to pierce the very heavens. The Abbey's cloister is an oasis of peace and tranquility. From the ramparts, the views of the surrounding bay are simply breathtaking. The monks who lived here were masters of engineering and design, incorporating clever features like rainwater collection systems and defensive mechanisms. For centuries, Mont Saint-Michel has been a major pilgrimage destination. People from all over Europe braved treacherous journeys to reach this holy site. They sought forgiveness, healing, or simply a deeper connection with their faith. The pilgrimage to Mont Saint-Michel was often arduous and dangerous, involving miles of walking across treacherous quicksand and tidal flats. Pilgrims often traveled in groups for safety and mutual support, wearing simple robes and carrying staffs. Upon reaching the Abbey, pilgrims would participate in religious services, confess their sins, and offer prayers to St. Michael. Today, the tradition of pilgrimage continues, with modern-day pilgrims arriving by bus rather than on foot. People come from all over the world to experience the unique atmosphere of this holy site. They connect with the countless souls who have made this same journey before them. Mont Saint-Michel's allure extends far beyond its religious significance. Over the centuries, it has inspired countless artists, writers, and poets with its beauty and mystique. The Abbey's dramatic silhouette has been immortalized in countless paintings, photographs, and films. During the Romantic era, Mont Saint-Michel became a popular subject for painters like Claude Monet and William Turner. Writers too have found inspiration in Mont Saint-Michel's mystical atmosphere, with Victor Hugo famously describing it as a pyramid in the ocean. Indeed, the Abbey served as a prison during the French Revolution. Today, Mont Saint-Michel continues to inspire creativity, drawing visitors from all walks of life. Whether you're a history buff, an art enthusiast, or simply someone in search of beauty and wonder, Mont Saint-Michel is sure to leave a lasting impression. While the Abbey is undoubtedly the crown jewel of Mont Saint-Michel, the surrounding bay is a natural wonder in its own right. This vast expanse of sand and sea is a constantly changing landscape, shaped by the ebb and flow of some of the strongest tides in Europe. The Bay of Mont Saint-Michel is a shallow basin, fed by several rivers, including the Couesnon, the Sea, and the Saloon. The difference between high and low tide can be as much as 15 meters, making it one of the largest tidal ranges in the world. When the tide is out, the bay transforms into a vast expanse of sand and mudflats, home to a remarkable array of flora and fauna. The mudflats teem with life, attracting migratory birds like sandpipers, plovers, and oyster catchers. The incoming tide rushes in at speeds of up to 6 kilometers per hour, creating a phenomenon known as a tidal bore. It's a powerful reminder of the forces of nature that have shaped this landscape for millennia. Visiting Mont Saint-Michel is an unforgettable experience. However, it's important to plan your trip in advance to make the most of your time. Here are a few practical tips to help you plan your visit. First, consider the tides. The bay is only accessible at low tide, so be sure to check the tide times before you go. The best time to visit is during the spring tides, when the difference between high and low tide is at its greatest. Second, wear comfortable shoes. The streets are cobbled and often steep, so comfortable shoes are a must. If you plan on walking across the bay, be aware that the sand can be soft and uneven in places. Third, book your accommodation in advance, especially if you're traveling during peak season. Mont Saint-Michel is a popular destination, and accommodation can fill up quickly. There are a variety of hotels, guest houses, and even a few campsites located on the mainland near the mount. Finally, allow plenty of time to explore. There's a lot to see and do in Mont Saint-Michel. Take your time, soak up the atmosphere, and enjoy this truly magical place. The story of Mont Saint-Michel is steeped in legend and dates back to the early 8th century. According to tradition, the abbey was founded by Aubert, the bishop of Avranches, who was instructed to do so by the archangel Michael himself. The archangel appeared to Aubert in a dream, urging him to build a monastery on the rocky islet. At first, Aubert was hesitant. He thought he was imagining things and ignored the dream. However, the archangel Michael was persistent, appearing to Aubert 2 more times. During his final visitation, the archangel touched Aubert's head with his finger, leaving a hole in the bishop's skull. Aubert finally realized that this was no ordinary dream and began construction of the monastery. The skull of Saint Aubert, with the alleged mark of the archangel's finger, is still on display in the Basilica of Saint-Gervais in Avranches. Whether the legend is true or not, it adds to the mystique and allure of Mont Saint-Michel. This act of faith laid the foundation for what would become one of the most important pilgrimage destinations in Christendom. The tides have played a pivotal role in shaping both the landscape and the history of Mont Saint-Michel. For centuries, the surrounding bay was a treacherous place to navigate, with unpredictable tides and quicksand. This natural barrier helped to protect the island monastery from invaders and added to the site's mystique. The tides also had a profound impact on the lives of the people who lived and worked on Mont Saint-Michel. The monks who inhabited the abbey had to adapt to the rhythms of the sea, building their lives around the ebb and flow of the tides. They developed a deep understanding of the tides, creating intricate maps and charts to guide pilgrims across the bay. They also devised ingenious methods for fishing and cultivating the land, using the tides to irrigate their crops and harvest salt from evaporated seawater. Today, the tides continue to shape the landscape of Mont Saint-Michel, creating a dynamic environment that is constantly changing. Recent efforts have been made to restore the bay to its natural state, preventing the island from becoming permanently silted up. The constant movement of sand and water creates a dynamic environment. It's constantly changing. These efforts help ensure that Mont Saint-Michel will continue to inspire awe and wonder for generations to come. The unique beauty and mystique of Mont Saint-Michel have captivated artists and writers for centuries. Its dramatic silhouette, perched on its rocky islet and surrounded by the ever-changing tides, has inspired countless works of art, literature, and music. Painters in particular have long been drawn to Mont Saint-Michel, captivated by the play of light and shadow on the abbey's walls. Impressionist master Claude Monet was particularly enchanted by Mont Saint-Michel, painting it on numerous occasions. Writers too have found inspiration in Mont Saint-Michel's mystical atmosphere, with Victor Hugo famously describing the island as a pyramid in the ocean. The abbey even served as a prison during the French Revolution. Mont Saint-Michel continues to inspire creativity today, being a popular subject for photographers, filmmakers, and musicians. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to evoke a sense of wonder, history, and spirituality. Recognizing the importance of preserving Mont Saint-Michel for future generations, significant efforts have been made in recent decades to protect this fragile ecosystem from the effects of erosion, sedimentation, and tourism. One of the main challenges facing Mont Saint-Michel is the gradual silting up of the bay due to factors like the construction of polders in the surrounding area. Sedimentation threatens to cut off the island from the sea entirely, diminishing its dramatic setting. To combat this, an ambitious project was launched in 1995 to restore the bay's natural tidal flow. This involved constructing a dam and a tidal barrage to regulate the flow of water and sediment. The project also included removing a causeway that linked the island to the mainland, allowing the tides to flow freely around the mount once more. These efforts have been largely successful, with the bay gradually regaining its natural tidal flow. This helps to ensure that Mont Saint-Michel will continue to inspire awe and wonder for generations to come. the bay is gradually regaining its natural tidal flow. Mont Saint-Michel is more than just a tourist destination. It's a place of pilgrimage, a masterpiece of architecture, and a testament to the enduring power of human faith and ingenuity. Standing atop the ramparts, gazing out over the vast expanse of sand and sea, it's easy to understand why this place has captivated hearts and minds for centuries. Whether approaching the island on foot across the sands as pilgrims once did, or marveling at its silhouette from afar, a visit to Mont Saint-Michel is an experience that stays with you long after you've left its shores. Plan your own journey to this wonder of the West. Discover the magic and allure of Mont Saint-Michel for yourself.